Hi, first grade families. I want to thank you. You survived the first day yesterday of the real learning. And I appreciate you had lots of patience. And I know the hardest part is just navigating. This is your first time of really navigating Seesaw and finding the assignments. And I want to thank you. We would be doing the same thing in our first grade room. It would take us weeks because we would be doing like a few things a day, and by the middle to end of the year, this is how the kids would be operating a lot, not doing everything but on an iPad, but we it would just come naturally to us. And so starting the year like this, I know it's hard, but every day is going to get easier, I promise. And I promise you're going to see more independence from your first grader every day that they can do this. The hardest part is just like, getting back to the main Seesaw page, hitting that back button, or figuring out how to get back. That's the hardest part. The assignments themselves should just take a few minutes. They're not very long assignments. One thing I want to go over, and I want you to watch my screen. Um, some people, not all people, had trouble with the overview of the OG, clicking on the links. It does take a couple taps to do it, and sometimes there's a link picture, and I want to show you that. And that's where you can make that weekly chart work. I also, to make it easier, broke up each day for OG, and it's in their light bulb now, so we can do it day by day. But we were supposed to give you an overview of the whole week. So when you see the OG, I might send it to you two different ways in the light bulb. It might be by itself lesson, and then it might look like that weekly overview. You don't do both. You just pick the one way that you want to do OG and find it. The biggest thing is taking a picture of that last part. That's proof. That's me seeing your child's work. So in the individual activity, there's a place where you take a picture on Seesaw, use the Seesaw camera, and you just insert it into that. If you can't make that work, that's okay. Just check that activity off, send it to me, and then send a picture. Just take the picture with your camera on Seesaw and send that to me separately. Any way that I get that picture, I know you've done it. The important thing is just getting that picture of their work of both sides. But look at my screen. So I'm in a sample student, and I sent this on their journal yesterday. So if you look, do you see down in the left corner? There's a link button. So if you first watch me, I'm going to tap on this to open it. But then I have to tap that link again, and see it comes up weekly OG. Tap that again, and it's taking a minute to open. And once you let this open, then all the links, no matter what color, I know some are black and some are blue, all links are active. So I'm going to put my cursor right by the bee checker. And I had to give it a couple taps just now. It took me a couple quick taps, and it should come up ViewPure. So if you're thinking it doesn't work, give it a minute. Sometimes it's slow on coming up, pulling up. And then I just double clicked it on the bee checker card, and there's my link. They all run through ViewPure. That cleans it up a little bit. Because I have done these videos, and I put it through YouTube, and then I clean it up to and put it through ViewPure. But all these links are active, no matter if they're black or blue. Okay, but you did see that I had to tap on that a few times. So it's just being patient and teaching your kids to tap on it a few times, and then you can close out. So just want to make sure that you see what we're looking at, and then I just X'd out. But the biggest thing is sometimes it is hard to find this little link here on the left corner. It's there, and it's all linked. It's all working. So if you had trouble finding it that way, that's that. Or it's now by itself in the light bulb. So I'm going to X out of this, and then I'm going to show you the light bulb. So today's activities are just kind of like go on top of the ones from yesterday. I'm not taking away yesterday's yet because we have some people that need to finish things. By the end of the week, I'll clear those out. So you can see here's the individual lesson, and do you see this little link in the little corner? See, it's going to open, and then it's got 1 of 8. So a lot of times you have to scroll and like slide the paper. So let's click on this. And do you see on the right corner there's that arrow that tells you that there's more than one page. And this is the same thing, just broken up. All right. And then by the end, here it's student photo. You just take a picture on Seesaw and you insert it here. But if that doesn't work, just do it by itself. It's okay. So I'm going to X out of that. And if we scroll down today's activities, this is where you would take a break. This is the specials teachers, music, art, PE. And do you see that link again? It's the same thing. You're going to have to click a couple times to get to it. But I promise it does work. Just be patient. And you might have to double click on it on that area that you want. Then right here, this is the same thing from our OG, but I want to hear the kids. And I know it's going to look like the same letters, but this is fluency. We're trying to get automatic. So maybe play a game, have your kid play a game and see if they can get smoother and faster in doing it. Maybe see if they can beat a stopwatch, beat a time. Now, I know that yesterday our morning message was kind of different, and you thought there's nothing to send back to you. It should be better today. If we tap on this part, this is the note that I like to write to the boys and girls, and then I recorded it here. If I X out of that and I hit the add response, and you find your name, then this is the part you can watch me again, and your child should be able, this is the drawing part, so it should work today. All right, it should be able to, your first grader can draw, and then on the third page, you can see it over to the right, there's a book they can listen to. So that should work better today. All right, let's see if I can get out of this. Okay, and if we scroll, keep scrolling, then we have something for social emotional. Again, there's a link. It's hard to find that little link on the corner. That means there's things to click on in there. Our handwriting, our math. All right, I will send the Bitmoji. Oh, here's the Bitmoji. There's nothing really to send back on this. I'm just sending it to you, and do you see there's that link on the corner? So you can see today's lessons. I'll probably send it in the journal, and it's just like yesterday. But does everyone see this link in the left corner? See, you've got to click on it, and then you got to click again to make all the pictures clickable. All right, so it does work, just like in the OG. Okay, and Miss France, she's in our picture today. She's got a little something in there. All right, so this is set up just like yesterday. All right, so give it a couple clicks. Look for that link. All right. I'm going to get out of that. There's that link again. All right, so then we're back to yesterday's lesson. So I hope that going over this makes it smoother. And like I said, the OG weekly lessons, it's here. It works. There's that link that I'm pointing to right now. That's what you look for. And then it takes a few clicks. Even once you're in on the activity, like on Tuesday, it does take a couple clicks, but it does pull up. Or just do it by itself. Thank you so much for working so hard in guiding your first grader. You know, these lessons shouldn't take long, but I know the hardest part is just navigating and learning. And you're doing great. Every day will get better, and I appreciate it. I love seeing your learning. We're trying to give your first grader the best quality learning that we can in this situation. So thank you so much.